Well, there is a lot to talk about, and at the same time, there's not very much to talk about when it comes to the weather. And the reason there's that weird dichotomy is because we do expect to see something form in the tropics in the next 7 to 10 days, but right this very moment, there really isn't anything for us there to point to other than an area to watch down the road. So let's jump into it and take a look at the maps together. This is what I mean by right this moment, there really isn't much for us to track, because when you look at the wide tropical tracker here this afternoon, you don't see any gigantic showers or thunderstorms that are coalescing around any kind of organized tropical system. And we've had a real drop-off in the amount of Saharan air that's been moving across the ocean. As you recall, earlier this hurricane season, there was a lot of Saharan air really helping to keep a lot of systems that otherwise likely would have formed into something in check. We really haven't had much now in the past a week or so, and it looks like the Saharan air is not going to be a really big player in the tropical weather forecast for the next 7 to 10 days. So where do we watch that things do become active? Well, there is this area here, which is technically the remnants of what was once Tropical Storm Gordon. It is possible they'll spring back to life, but as they do that, they would be doing that as they move toward the north, so there will be no impact at all to our local weather. The area we do have to watch for potentially some development in the 7 to 10 day outlook is right here, this region that's shaded in yellow. Now, as I mentioned to you during the top of the newscast, the National Hurricane Center is holding the chances of development within at least the next 7 days to 20%, but it's really beyond day 7 where we're most likely to see perhaps some tropical organization from that part of the world. This is not at all uncommon to have to watch the Western Caribbean this time of the calendar, because oftentimes in September and October, a feature comes together called the Central American Gyre. It's a broad, lumbering area of lower pressure that often forms this time of the year that kind of swirls broadly across areas of Central America. It can sometimes spin up little storm systems that can turn into big tropical systems, because this also happens to happen during the time of the year when the highest amount of ocean heat content is present in the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico. So everything is basically on schedule for this part of the world having to be watched. And when you look at the forecast data, there does look like a lot of likelihood that we're going to see at least some kind of development in that part of the world within the next 7 to 10 days. However, and this is important, if something forms, the intensity, where it might go, and if there would be any local impacts to us here in Florida, all of those things are just too soon to tell. So yes, we have to keep our eyes in the tropics, but no, there's nothing imminent that we have to worry about. And it looks like all the way through the weekend, we won't have anything imminent in our weather forecast coming from the tropics. So we will certainly keep you updated as things perhaps coalesce in the Caribbean. But again, right this moment, it's better just to keep your focus on the backyard.